there are a lot of videos in this channel that involves my car, and I kind of enjoyed being my car. I mean, I still enjoy being my car too, because one of my favorite places to be. I enjoy a good drive, and I don't think I have, not that I know of, now that I've talked about independence involving transportation. So I thought I'd take the time to talk about that. Talk about the whole idea of transportation, why that's very important, and especially when it involves the bus or your own car, or even the boat. Since I currently live in Washington State, boat is definitely another way of transportation. So what's the story? What's the idea for it? Well, I'm here to tell you all about it, why it's very important for transportation in the topic of autism. So, a little bit of a backstory is that I wasn't really quite ready at the moment when it comes to getting a driver's license. I wasn't sure. I wasn't really quite ready for it until my mother she insisted that I get one, because for one thing, it is a guaranteed freedom. I can just go wherever I want. And the one thing that I've done in getting the license was going to the local ice cream store. That was just my way of celebration. And furthermore, I kind of realized that there are a lot of things that needs to be done for work, and that involves driving my car. And also on top of that, I kind of enjoyed driving a bit. It's just kind of more of therapy or something like that. It makes you feel good. It makes me feel good, and all that kind of thing. Whenever I'm doing it, it's very nice. It's my safe place, if you can call it that. I would say whenever I go on the tour, I always think that I would like to travel cross country just by my car, and that's just a good way to warm up. If I could just enjoy the drive, enjoy the view, and just have my leisure before going up on stage. That's the whole thing of transportation. So I always kind of look at these instances when it involves people with autism that don't feel like they're ready to get a driver's license. And that's okay. Sometimes you just need a little extra push to get that license. It's important to have encouragements, but never to force it. You gotta think of the good parts about owning a car and getting your license, and what you can do with your driver's license. Especially when you're a grown adult, you can just go wherever you want. Always important to think of those positives about owning a driver's license and owning a car, and of course there are a lot of responsibilities of having a car, but at the same time, it's always good to focus on the good stuff. And also, I know that there are a lot of people that's out there that feel like they don't really need a car, like location wise. Better off with buses or trains or planes and automobiles. Transplants and automobiles. I mean boats, that kind of thing too. And that's okay. I mean, everyone's kind of different when it comes to that, and big ones still live pretty well with using public transportation, and that's okay. Everyone's different. So I always kind of like to look at the alternatives now, Casa, especially when you're in the city. It's like I don't really need my car for the city. I can just use the bus or a taxi. It's kind of fun. I like to think of it as an adventure, and that's all it really is when it comes to transportation of any kind. Is that it's simply an adventure, and adventures can be a lot of fun. You get to discover new things and possibly meet new people, and all in all, I always like to put some fun spins on these kind of things too. Things can be scary, especially when it comes to new things like automobiles and ways of transportation. But I do think it's always good to give these things a try, give these opportunities of transportation a good try, and that's all it is. Tyler the Trier. That's why I kind of like to joke around and all that kind of stuff too. But because I always believe in the possibilities of tries. That's okay, try it, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's okay. It's okay to fail, but it's always important that when you fail forward. When you fail the test to get your driver's license, that's okay. All you gotta do is learn from certain mistakes and then get back onto it. It's all part of the process, all part of the process of failing forward and then having the time to succeed and then celebrating your success. And that's what I think of when it comes to transportation. That's always focus on those success stories. And when you success, be sure to take the opportunity to celebrate. And one way of celebrating for me personally is to simply drive. Just drive wherever the road takes me. That's what I kind of enjoy. Stop by a favorite place like Dick's Drive-In over in Seattle, and then it's all part of the adventure. So find the fun in the adventure, and I know you're going to do great. Without further ado, I will start my car up, and then I'll be driving. So this is Tyler McNamer. Good night.